morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I'm out here taking a walk. It's absolutely beautiful. Check this out. I love my city. So you were on the top of my mind. I know I've been sharing some best practices in regards to like the 5 biggest marketing mistakes or the 5 biggest branding mistakes. And I wanted to shed a little bit more light as to why I'm doing this. So I am in the business to help people. And my goal is not to roast anybody or make anybody feel bad. Why? Because before I started through this journey of rebranding my business as of the last week of December, I had to literally put in probably about 40, maybe 20 to 40 hours a week of nonstop education on branding and the new age of marketing. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, with this whole COVID-19 situation, it's even pushing different trends before all of this happened. So just to expand on this quote, again, I'm here to help. I'm not here to sugarcoat and kind of like just give my best advice to my clients and customers. I'm here to share some free basic advice to help you at work or business. So I know I've mentioned this in some of my other posts. Online is it's a marketing platform, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. When you get into sales mode, it pushes people away from you. And what happens is people then go from liking your content and maybe putting a comment, but they're focusing more on your competitors that are willing to give out free advice when it comes to whatever issues that your consumer base has. And those are the companies that people will be attracted to, are the ones that are in marketing mode versus or branding mode as well versus selling mode. The other thing that I want to mention to you is when people post nice comments on your photos, and they're not directly sending you a message about purchasing a product and service, this is my advice. I can't tell anybody what to do, but when you go into, again, sales mode, somebody puts a nice comment like, that's a beautiful piece of furniture, and then you respond by, it's 50% off, come and visit my store. That's going into selling mode, and that pushes consumers away from your brand, and it makes people think, this person's only concern is making money off of me versus building a relationship. So the other thing that I believe I had mentioned was videos not being used, and it's really great. I'm seeing some of you use more videos now, which is awesome. If you don't have a mascot or an actual live employee, executive, or a business owner representing your brand, you are literally leaving hundreds of thousands, millions, or just a good chunk of potential income out on the table. And the reason why I say this is people want to feel connected to brands more than ever before. Now that so many people are online, people want to log on to your Instagram and see a mascot or a human being talking about who you are, why you got started, why you do what you do, why you're passionate, your success story. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about telling stories, sharing experiences, whether they be failures or successful moments in your life and in your career, because people want to see humanity. People want to see a real human being behind the camera, behind the photos, behind the made-up photos of your products and services online. Another point that I believe that I shared was copying your competitors and not sharing value. So I'm not going to share any names, but several months ago I put up a quote, and one of my followers copied that quote. They took out the link of my website. Sorry, a truck is passing by, so I'm just going to be quiet for a few seconds until it passes. Okay, so they copied my photo of my quote that I had spent quite a bit of time overnight doing. They put it on their page, they cut out my website, and when I had contacted them, it wasn't even like, initially it wasn't even okay, let me recapture that and then tag you. So ladies and gentlemen, I know some of you have children, or some of you are really busy and maybe you don't have the time to put creativity into content, but if you're gonna copy, literally like screenshot and copy people's content, or you're gonna copy an idea, be honest about it, right? Be honest, tag the company, tag the person, or drop the mention in your video or your content. Don't copy from people, because when people see that you're copying from competitors and they know they also follow that company or that human being, it's not going to look good on your reputation. The other thing that I had mentioned recently too, for business and branding, is in regards to, wow, I've had so many points. Just communication practices. When people post a comment, when people send a direct message, unless they're not trolling you or being abusive to you or disrespecting you, I think it's important to have some kind of a quality control. And if you have to outsource your content, if you just don't have time, do it. Auto replies, I don't necessarily think that's a good idea if all of your replies on social media are automated, because people will start to realize that there is no human being behind the brand, and it will make them feel as if you're too busy to answer their messages, you're too busy to answer their comments. So try to think of your company as a Fortune 500 company, meaning if you were to go on Nike's website and you were to post a comment on their Instagram page or Facebook page, and it took them 3 weeks to respond, how would you feel about Nike? How would you feel about the Jordan brand? How would you feel about Hilton Hotels only responding to you several months later? I don't think that would make you feel good. So try to think of your brand in that way. And then the last point, I believe that I shared on marketing. Now, my mind is so scattered. I'm always thinking about random thoughts. One of the other things that I had mentioned is basically not having patience with marketing. As I mentioned in some of my other videos, marketing is a conversation that you have with a complete stranger. It takes time, it takes determination, discipline, and trying new things, testing out new things. As I mentioned to you, ladies and gentlemen, I started rebranding my image the last week of December. And since that time, shortly after that time, but since that time, I've been running my Instagram like a business and not like a personal hobby page anymore. And like I said, don't feel bad if you don't know what you don't know. I don't know who that quote is from. So again, piece of information that I'm quoting. This is not my quote. You don't know what you don't know. And it's not your fault, but I'm here to help. I'm here to share my best practices, basic level content. I can't get into detail specifically with all of you, but if you join my Instagram lives every Monday at 7:30 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time in the Q&A session or just in the beginning, feel free to share your questions and I'll do my best to be specialized based on what you do in your industry and business every day. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for reading my content, liking, sending direct messages. I truly appreciate all of you. You guys are the reason why I wake up, like literally it's before 7:30 a.m. right now, but you guys are literally the reason why I wake up and I share this content, because I want to not just build my business online, but I want to build a community and I want to help people. And I'm hoping that the content that I share every day is helping you. So leave a comment if you have questions, send a direct message. Let me know what's on your mind. If you have certain topics that are specialized to your business and you want to see it in a video or a quote, let me know and I'll do my best to share it online. Happy long weekend to all of my folks in North America that do have a long weekend, and if you don't, happy Sunday. Chat with you soon. Take care. Bye.